I got a new name for you.
Ah, damn.
What happened?
You was a little too anxious to start the pod today. I ain't gonna lie. Normally we come in and be like, yeah, what we talking about? Let's get into it. But you walked in the door and it's like, bullshit.
I've been on bullshit all day.
Okay.
Now, let me ask you a question. You watch Power?
Yes. Wait. Which one? Only the original.
The original one.
That's all? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm familiar.
I did not like the Tommy spinoff.
I didn't see any of them.
You didn't see the Tariq spinoff either?
Nah. Once they killed Ghost, I told you I didn't finish the series.
He was out of there.
Yeah, I couldn't do it.
You didn't miss much.
Couldn't do it.
Okay, well, you watched the original one.
Yes.
That's what's important.
Yeah.
My new name for you is Councilman Vaughn. All right? You are just a man of many hats, aren't you?
I am.
I walked into the studio today, folks.
Oh, God.
From my 9 to 5
Yes.
in Times Square, New York. And as soon as I walk into the studio, usually our set is dressed.
Ready
to go.
Shout out to Need to Know Studios.
Shout out to Need to
always
Know.
on time.
Oh, and all of our wonderful engineers. Today, Llama's with us. Llama, what up, my guy?
Shout out to Llama.
Yeah, and I walk in and it looked like a self-help group. So then I started to think to myself, I'm like, did I miss something on our calendar? What was, SaVon, was you counseling the youth when I walked in?
It's a youth program.
You run youth programs?
I'm a part of, yes, a youth program, Alex.
You really taking this adult shit serious.
I'm trying to get back to the community, man. Black and brown people, you know what I mean?
Yes. And doing it in our studios.
Doing it in our studio.
Shout out to Allie.
Shout out to Allie, growing up Latina.
Nice,
Shout out to her. She's doing a thing. But yeah, man, she came with an opportunity for me to be a part of some college students' internship program in podcasting.
Love that.
And what better way to do it than here?
This is the best spot to do it.
Yeah, man.
Councilman Vaughn.
And the crazy thing is, right, because I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, facts.
Like, these girls just start ringing the doorbell.
Oh.
I forgot there was a meeting. I didn't know. Like, I didn't have talking points. I just was like, hey, man, what the fuck is going on? It's like, oh. But then it clicked. I said, oh, shit, I do have an obligation and responsibility to this program. But yeah, Alex, I'm trying to diversify my portfolio.
I see that.
Portfolio.
Yo, you're doing a great job. You're not just sticking to stocks. I like that. You hitting the community. That's old school.
Bro, I don't know what life is becoming for me. Like,
I feel that.
I'm just doing side quests. You play Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
You know they got the main missions.
And then you do
And then they got the side quests that you could just gain XP. Like, I'm just gaining XP in life right now. It's like I'm just leveling up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no real map to what the fuck is happening in my life. Yeah. I had a call with our accountants today.
Oh, yes. Salute to them.
Shout out to all the accountants out there.
In the world.
But that felt like a side mission.
Yeah.
I woke up the day of this recording. Yep. Elliot Wilson dropped the episode with the clips that was recorded here in the studio. Alex and I was present for that.
We were here.
I'm helping them executive produce that podcast. Yeah. And then I'm seeing my name in the credits. I'm like, oh shit, that's another side mission completed.
It feels good, doesn't it though?
It does.
It's kind of like fulfilling things on your bucket list.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
That's what I think living is.
Yeah, it's fun.
Right? Just having a bunch of bullet points you want to hit, and then at some point, you get to them.
Yeah, I feel like I like side missions better than side.
Wait, you sure?
Oh, fuck. Edit, sorry. It's early though. It's early in the pod, bro, so it shouldn't be too hard. Like, I'm so my bad. I like side missions better than, just having the side pieces. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I don't feel like I'm cheating on life when I'm doing a side mission. I feel like I'm actually gaining something from it.
Do you still have that thrill?
It ain't the same thrill, though. Hold up. The thrill ain't the same.
I know.
But, yeah, bro, I feel like I just been completing side missions, executive producing shit, creating all these different things. I had to buy domains. I'm like, what am I doing in my life? I cannot believe this. We had Mero on the pod.
We did have Mero on the pod.
Which is
Mero.
crazy in itself.
Yeah. For sure.
Alex, I got something for you.
Uh-oh.
You want to talk about me.
What I did?
What'd you call me, Councilman Tate?
Yeah, what I did.
Councilman Vaughn, whatever the fuck you called
Councilman
me.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
That's your new name.
I have never said, and now, I'm very sensitive around the word glaze, so I'm going to use it in a polite way. I have never seen a glaze over your eyes, brother.
You saw that?
Until when we had Mero pull up.
Me?
We had Mero in the studio. Please, Need to Know Podcast family, go listen to that episode. It was a really fun episode. Mero's a great guy.
He's a good guy.
Showed a lot of love. Super tapped and super smart too. Like, when he told me he wanted to be the Dominican Dick Wolf, I felt him on that. Because I definitely, want to...
Yeah. Produce.
Yeah, there we go.
Produce.
See, I had to find a way.
Yeah, this nigga right
here,
not
boy. A Jew no more. Right? We not a Jew no more. But yeah, I saw a glaze over your eyes, man.
Chill.
Like, you was enamored.
Watch your mouth.
With the Dominican Dick Wolf.
Yeah, you good? Don't ever say enamored, me, and dick in the same sentence.
Dominican, dick,
Fuck,
wolf.
Salute to Mero.
For sure.
He was one of my favorite guests.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. It wasn't a glaze. You sure it wasn't a glare on my Cartier?
It was a glaze over your eyes, bro. You wasn't. I would never say. I'm old, I accept it. So I can never say somebody's glazing anything. That's just not the.
It's not in you.
Yeah, it's not the terminology that I like to use. But I can say there was
a little something there.
A glaze.
You know
what?
Them
Cartiers.
Oh, word.
Yeah, nigga. I don't know what the
I
fuck.
thought it was the Cartiers gleaming. You know what it is, SaVon? When I see people that I could see myself becoming, I get into one of those modes.
Y'all are very similar energetically.
For sure.
Y'all are very, very similar
on the
energetically.
walking. It was like, Papa Sote. Oh.
Yeah, like, y'all, like you. Yeah, I mean, but you always got that thing.
I do.
That's why.
But he has that thing.
Yes.
Not the thing, but he got,
Yes, he got, like y'all have that thing where y'all just make people feel really, really comfortable.
Yeah.
And y'all just had natural chemistry because I think y'all are really alike in ways that I didn't realize.
Me either.
Honestly, I had no idea.
And we've sacrificed so much in our 20s, SaVon.
Yes.
We're still working so hard right now into our 30s.
I'm not in my 20s no more, brother.
That's why I said into our 30s. That was for you. The first part was for me. Yeah. The latter was for you. All right?
You got it.
Uncle. But it's inspiring to see people put in the hard work that they did and actually seeing the fruits of their labor.
Yeah.
That makes you feel good as a person that's trying to do things correctly and just morally, right? So when I see people emulate how I want to be and they're successful doing it, you mean to tell me you could be rich and a good person?
Yeah. What a concept.
What a concept.
What a concept.
Yeah, especially in our industry.
Yeah.
Salute to Mero, man.
And then also staying true to who he is.
Yeah,
like
always.
that's just what his energy is. That's his brand. His brand is just, I'm gonna be true to me.
Absolutely.
And to see that in real life and that was a really dope conversation. Like I vividly remember working at a homeless shelter, turning on his show when he was on Vice. I remember I applied to Vice just because he worked there.
We all did. If you graduated in 24, no, shit, no, that was
not 2014.
I'm sorry, we not that old. If you graduated in 2018, 2017, what did we apply to? It was the
High 97,
High 97 Power, right? Viceland was big.
Viceland Complex.
Yeah.
I remember they made Viceland, whatever it is, like the it spot to be. So
they did.
Yeah, that was a moment for us. But the same way you called me out for having a glaze over my eyes when Pusha T was in the studio, you had that same glaze over them Cartiers when Mero was in the studio. I had never seen my African brother look like this.
Yo, chill.
I didn't know African niggas could get a glaze.
Hey, watch it.
I just never seen it, bro, and I was really happy. Like it's really dope. And all right, we go. I'm gonna ask you something.
Go ahead, shoot.
Because it's not the first time, because we've done so many things together, like especially in our careers where we've been in certain rooms with certain people and it's like, oh shit, I know my guy's like, this is his guy.
This is his guy, right?
This is a moment for him.
Yeah.
So I remember seeing that one time when we shot on set with Wale.
Oh,
he was one of the ones for you.
When Joe was doing those one-on-one interviews.
You had the glaze there.
Yo,
but that's respect.
Yo, I had Cartier glaze. It sound better.
I see. I got Cartier.
Oh shit.
I just got like raw glaze.
Oh, whoa. All right. Flag on the play.
Raw eyes.
I was gonna allow. It was only but so much I was finna allow today, SaVon. I was in mode, but I ain't that much in mode, nigga. Man. You better slow it down. You're right.
One of my favorite things is when we are having one of our individual moments and just witnessing that. Like I could tell that in that moment with Mero, you was like, oh, this is a blueprint for me to remain how I am, be who I am, and be massively super successful.
Yeah, no bullshit. That's exactly what we got. So if you haven't seen the Mero interview, this is your sign to go check it out right now. He's a great guy.
Yeah, that was a really fun episode. And last thing on the Mero tip.
We still glazing?
Right? Now, we ain't gonna glaze no more. I'm gonna just say the things I didn't want to say when he was here because I feel like it was just in poor taste to bring up, his podcast split years ago.
Yeah, and I feel like he's addressed it so many times.
No, exactly. So you don't want to waste nobody's time and have those conversations. But obviously, we've been through some transitions here on the pod.
Yes.
And I will admit, like, I did want to almost thank him for like breaking up with that nigga.
What you mean thank him for break? Because we wouldn't have got him?
Nah, not even. We probably still would have got.
Yeah.
But he's trailblazing what this is, and to see how to move and how not to move in the midst of splits and things. You know what I'm saying? Like I really wanted to go there with him, but One, I think it's still new for our audience, right?
Yeah.
And two, you want to kind of look towards the future. You want to talk about the things he's doing currently and the things that he's going to continue to do. I didn't want to necessarily go backwards, but hey, Mero, Victory Light folks, if you're listening, I do want to say thank you for like laying a blueprint and letting people know like, yo, I can still be me. Like at some point, again, I told you, I talked to the accountants.
Yeah.
We're doing pretty well, brother.
We spoke.
Okay? We're doing pretty well, brother.
We spoke.
And if we continue to do well, you never want to get to those moments where you feel like the money or the people that's around you, there becomes a wedge and you got to pick a side, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want that. And he showed a way of how to kind of navigate that. So salute to Mero. Salute to everybody from the Victory Light team. It's so crazy how we had Rainy.
Yeah. Rainy was amazing.
Right after Rainy, we had Mero, right? Like, just that energy. You know, we needed a little bit of the Dominican culture on the pod, bro.
Yeah.
I've been fighting for it.
We needed a little, what's that cheese called? That fried cheese. We need a little bit of that.
What's it called?
You know the shit.
Nah.
That's what this halami. You know the joint? Nah, because sometimes I get a Dominican breakfast.
Nah, I know.
You know the one?
Yeah,
and they got them pink onions.
Nah, with the pink.
You know? Oh, yeah,
nah, you got it.
I got it, right?
Nah, you got it. I know what you're talking about. But yeah, man, it's been a wild few weeks.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for rocking with us, man. And we're going to continue to go up. We got some more shit in the store for y'all. We got something crazy.
I'm going to be honest with y'all. The thing we got next, you're not even going to be able to guess it because we weren't able to guess it.
I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
You're not going to see it coming, but
we're
excited.
What motivated me personally? I heard Joe talking shit on this podcast.
Ooh, I heard that too.
I heard the little shot. I heard the little shot.
We heard it, Joe.
Yeah, man. I heard it, Joe. Thank you. Thank you for the motivation. We just had to,
get some things in order.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But we've been going crazy.
Just know your boy's been working hard.
Yes.
All right? I promise y'all.
Yes, indeed.
We're doing this for us and y'all.
Yeah, man. All right, bet. Let's start the fucking podcast. With that being said, what's going on? It's the Need to Know podcast. What you need to know, when you need to know, on the Need to Know podcast. I go by the name SaVon, SaVon. I don't have the N. It doesn't stand for anything. Oh, you know what? It does. I'm lying. New ideas.
I thought you was going to say Nueva York.
Nueva, no.
Yeah, because we was talking about Dominican.
Next week.
Next week.
I got that. But yes, new ideas is on the horizon. I got some things cooking up, man.
Facts.
I'm trying to expand the portfolio, the life portfolio. I'm working on another side mission that actually could turn into a main mission. I love when a side chick turn into the main chick. That's the best feeling ever. So hopefully I can do this with my career.
You start treating the main like the side again. No, you don't.
Right. I love that cycle right there, boy, is slept on. But Alex, what's going on, man?
Yeah, what up, y'all? It's your boy A, as always, the Paco Poppy, never alone, always with the posse, and there's only one Alex. All right, go do something, boy. We in the building, man. I'm excited. I'm feeling good, man.
Yeah, man.
I'm just as motivated as you, even though I feel like there's constant chaos in my life. Yeah, but not real chaos. God, everything is fine. Do not make any sudden changes. I don't want to complain. But like you said, just juggling everything you want to do along with being business owners and men in your family. Yeah. We in the building, man. We here. I feel good.
Yeah. And I think it's dope, too. We really document this shit in real time.
Yeah, no bullshit.
Like, y'all really get to see it all.
Yeah, no bullshit. Like, they got to see you with no inkling of a beard, and now they get to see you with the 5 o'clock shadow. But you had to be here since 2019.
Yeah, that's a fucked up time. We ain't got. Can I take those episodes off the YouTube, bro?
No.
Please.
You just told me.
That's bullying.
It's not bullying.
That's a form of bullying, making me watch them shits against my will.
Don't watch them.
Somebody's watching them, bro. Like, I just want them to disappear, gang.
No, we just spoke about how Mero's journey was filled with ups and downs and trials and tribulations.
That's hard.
It's a part of the journey, brother.
Nah, that's his shit. My shit, I want to erase, nigga. They did the Epstein files.
They think we stupid.
Yeah, I want to do that to our earlier podcast episodes,
and just start from episode 300, right?
Yeah, actually, wait.
No, put the phone down. Put the fucking phone down before you get any ideas.
I was gonna tell you the episode.
I know, and then they was gonna go look it up. So shut the fuck up.
Nah, it was recent.
That's the problem. So much to get to today. Drake, one of our favorite artists, is rolling out new music, SaVon. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Okay, and the song is called What Did I Miss? Super cool way of, he premiered the song on stream.
Oh, really?
I watched it in real time, actually.
Dope.
Yeah, I remember he was on social media and he was like, yo, be available around 9 p.m. tonight. I didn't know it was gonna be a song. I thought it was gonna be a music video for the Sexy Songs for You album.
Oh, he's over that.
I could tell.
Yeah, he's
but I thought
over
he
that.
just got caught snotting them to do a treatment.
Bro,
no,
he
it's done.
got his.
That's it. He got no kid.
Yo,
right?
he got his and left the deal, bro. He got no kid. He got his hit.
No kid was the one.
It's like, again, I'm going to refer it to relations because I feel like everybody is money in relations everybody can relate to. So I'm going to put it in layman's terms.
There you go.
All right? When you are engaging in sex,
That's fine.
right? The goal is to what?
Bust.
Orgasm.
Oh.
Okay?
Yeah. Erupt.
Whoever comes first got theirs. Now,
Look at your analogy.
nah, because he got his out of the deal. Party, I don't think he got his off.
Look at Party got his shit off.
And what song?
Nah, not a song.
He ain't have the hit.
Drake gave him some chains for his birthday.
That's what I'm saying.
got
Drake
his.
got his out of that album, and now I think he's just off that completely.
I see what you're saying. I was surprised to see him kind of move on from it, but not really because we know he's been kind of hinting at a new album, aka Iceman. And this single, What Did I Miss, is I guess allegedly the first single off of that project. We'll know more later. But I wanted to focus on the stream first.
Okay.
Because I thought it was pretty interesting to see him premiere music this way. If anything, I don't remember the first real Drake rollout. Am I bugging? Do you remember? What did
Like
he,
in his career?
yeah, like just as of late.
Oh, as of late.
With his more recent albums. Certified Lover Boy, I think came on us a bit suddenly.
Nah, he so with Certified Lover Boy, I remember he did the was it the haircut?
Okay.
Remember
with the heart in the
I think
head.
he had a certain
Part of the rollout.
certain haircut.
Okay.
For all the dogs, remember he was walking around with the mask.
Yeah.
The dog
for
mask, right?
For
So
a
he
few
does
days.
subtle rollouts. I don't think he does the traditional rollouts.
So you just said it's subtle.
Yeah.
This felt more traditional, right? Well, I know streaming is a new thing, but I think if you ask a label right now, what's one major way to promote new music is they're going to tell you to hop on stream.
Yeah.
So I thought it was pretty dope for him to use the Drake account on YouTube to actually live stream and do it. Now, when it first pulled up, I thought the nigga got kidnapped.
Wait, what?
When I first opened up the stream, it was a back room. You ever been in them back rooms back in the day? With a freezer, deep freezers.
Oh yeah.
An assortment of meats.
Like I ain't never been in no rooms with a bunch of meats.
Assortment of fruits.
Okay. They don't have those rooms.
I used to work at a catering hall.
For real?
Yeah, they used to have all that shit back then.
Oh, shit.
Anyway, that's what it looked like. It looked like it was in the back kitchen for one of the catering halls I worked for. So to see him kind of be ominous and not really tell us what was going on, I was like, damn, you are really leaning into, I guess, a lot of what Kendrick did, which isn't a bad thing. Hear me out. There was a lot of mystery in Kendrick's releases, especially during the beef. You never knew what he was going to do next. A bunch of little clues and signs. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I'm like, yo, Drake, this is pretty strategic, man. Have me overthinking, even if it's some shit I'm not supposed to be overthinking about. I like that. I'm into that. That's super dope. As the video advanced, SaVon, he starts to play songs. And the first song he plays is What Did I Miss? Now, SaVon, you've heard the song.
Yes.
Tell me how you feel about it. What's up?
I am indifferent about the song.
Nigga, you took my response. All right, keep going.
Really? You was gonna say that?
Yes.
We
keep
did
going.
not talk about this in pre-production.
I
fellas,
promise y'all.
guys, audience, ladies. I'm indifferent about it because it sounds like a familiar sound. It feels familiar, but it just doesn't have
Hit the mark for you?
It just doesn't have that oomph. It's kind of missing something, a certain component of it. But it sounds like some of the things that he's been successful with in the past. So as a fan, I feel like I can hear it. I can kind of see through it. I can applaud it. Like one of my friends, he's just been singing, What Did I Miss for the last whole weekend?
Yeah.
So it's doing something, right?
Yeah,
Like
the hook is hooking.
he knows how to make a song. He's really good at making songs. That's what he does. But yeah, man, I don't know. This ain't it.
I promise y'all, I am waiting for the day to feel so overwhelmed in joy with a Drake song post the beef that I don't have to critique it. I don't have anything to say.
Nah, you love Nokia.
I like Nokia
You
a
really
lot.
loved it though. It's on record.
Yeah, I do like Nokia a
No,
lot.
you loved it.
I loved that. I said that?
You loved that.
It's a
shit.
good song.
You said that.
But to your point, he knows how to make songs,
He
right?
does.
Like he knows the parts that might stick with you. I'll say this. Although I feel indifferent with you about this song, my reasoning being is I want out of the formula a bit. And I think that's why I like Nokia so much. It just felt so different. Like I've never really heard Drake make a song like that. And I thought he would have used that as a mantra on how to move forward, right? Like look how left field Nokia is, but look at the reception it received.
Yeah.
We know Drake is Mr. Beat Switch King.
Yes.
Shout out to whoever made the beat. I think Vinyls might have made the second part of the beat.
It's a lot of.
It's a lot of. It is a part.
It
sounded like it.
Music ain't my thing. Why was I about to try to read the producers to you? I don't know these niggas. Like this is for your music list.
Read a few names.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna play myself. Nah. Iceman.
Iceman.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I know.
But no, he definitely stuck to his formula. Beat switch. A sample.
The Weeknd sample.
Wasn't that surprising to you?
No.
Really?
He's a petty.
Nah, that would give me. If I'm the Weeknd. Don't say that. You don't know him.
Nah, nice guy. Petty little.
If I was the Weeknd, I'd be tight as hell. You mean to tell me we're at odds and you can still get my vocals cleared?
And that's the thing. And he's playing those games.
Yeah,
he's playing those games.
But that's my problem with it, right? Sort of when you playing the games, and I'll ask you this: when I thought of Iceman, just the inception of it when he first announced it, however many months ago, on Plot Twist. This is actually something he's been teasing for a minute. When I thought about Iceman, is it smart for him to take the scorned great approach on What Did I Miss? Because What Did I Miss? The contents of it is, yo, you niggas is fake. You rappers, I did everything for you guys. That's kind of like the theme of the song. So I want to ask you, man, do you think that's the best approach for this next project? To be the scorned goat or great?
Yeah, no, I love that you said scoring great, scoring goat. Because I do want to give a little bit of context. I don't know if this is proven or not, right? But there is a theory on the Iceman title. Did you see it?
No. Break it down for us.
Cool.
Yeah.
Iceman, UFC.
Okay.
Chuck Liddell. You familiar with Chuck Liddell?
Chuck Liddell's a monster.
Chuck Liddell was like the first mainstream UFC star. Mohawk white dude, used to whoop ass. I used to play the video game with him. He was one of the ones.
Yep.
Guess what his nickname was?
Iceman.
His nickname was Iceman.
Chuck Liddell from Canada?
Chuck Liddell. I don't know.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, you can look that up. But Chuck the Iceman Liddell famously lost to Randy Couture in 2003, losing his belt. The Iceman came back for a round 2 rematch in 2005 and knocked Couture out in the first round with a powerful right. Now, a lot of people are saying that storyline because Chuck, he was the guy. And he had lost to somebody they didn't really expect him to lose to. And then he came back for round 2 and he ended up winning his belt back.
Really?
Right? So the connection between Iceman that the internet is putting is this is the inspiration for it. So scoring GOAT, to your point, somebody, the fallen hero, whatever you want to call it, that kind of tracks.
Yeah.
What I dislike about this song in particular is like, okay, what is the phrase? Hide the medicine in the treat.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, don't just give me it straight. Like, hide that shit.
Yes,
like,
absolutely.
I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me.
Oh, no. Scoring great.
That's the opening bar of the song. What Did I Miss? Yeah. I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me.
In the same flow.
Let's do it again.
Oh shit, SaVon, you playing on the speaker right now while we recording? That's you?
Nah, that's I think.
That's
Mama having a good time back there. That's
having a good time.
Yeah, he is back. What did I miss? I don't give a fuck if you love me.
Yes, it's the opening. Right? Yeah.
Asking me how did I feel? Can't say that I describe me.
Oh shit, what up, Drake?
Yeah, I don't know. But it's just like, though, what are we talking about in the first bar is we get it. We understand the position that you're taking. You had a lot of time to do this. And I don't know. He does not know how to read the room. So that's what I feel like.
Let's stay here for a little bit, right? He does not know how to read the room. The beat is hard.
The beat is fire.
Right? Let's be clear, because y'all motherfuckers think we hate Drake up here. I love Drake.
Yes.
We love Drake up here. Real talk. We came up on that shit. And as the other people that he went up against, i.e. Kendrick. But the beat is amazing.
Fire.
Like sort of like what I said, it just feels, it's not moving me.
It's flat.
It's flat. It's flat with a hard ass beat, and that's crazy to do. You know what did stick with me?
What?
Circadian rhythm. Why the fuck I'm still up?
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one.
Niggas don't speak my language.
That was a good song.
I don't think that song received enough of a push.
I agree.
Real talk. It's personally been my favorite song since the rap battle has ended.
I agree. That was a really good song. And Blue, Green, Red.
Blue, Green, Red was like a little dancey
Whatever
vibe.
What, the Blue, Green, Red?
Yeah,
that was a nice little vibe too. They took it off of DSPs.
They did.
I don't know where it is.
They did.
But those two songs, those were really good.
Those were smokers.
Those
Those
were really good.
So when I think about this song, I'm like, fam, I don't know what was maybe the beat just took over him, right? And was like, you know what? I gotta put this out. Maybe that hot energy was high. Yeah.
He's saying things on the song that he knows we want to hear. That's what it feels like. It feels like, hey, I'm doing what it is you guys want me to do, or what's worked for me in the past, right? The beat, the sample, the trumpets, like it felt like a big song, but the delivery just kind of fell flat. And as people who are so consumed in Drake's music, like, again, like you said, we grew up on the shit.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really fool us to that degree. You just can't, right? We can say, yo, we love your music. We love you as an artist, but this shit is not it.
Yeah.
And I think it goes back to him just not being self-aware. A lot of times when you're that great, when you overexpose yourself, you quite literally overexpose yourself. And I feel like that's what he's been doing throughout this past year. Even up until 2 weeks ago, we didn't get a chance to talk about it. You seen his abs?
Yeah, go check out We Have More Thoughts with SaVon right now. We discussed it briefly over there.
We did.
We didn't talk about it over here. Yeah.
We didn't talk about it over here.
Yeah.
But even for him to be posting images of himself like that and not expect, or maybe not give a fuck, or just not having the self-awareness to be like, this is not really what I should be doing right now. Like, if you're proud of your body, bro, take that pic and leave it in your camera roll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some days I feel like I got an extra inch or two on there. I take a pic, I'll leave it right
but
there.
You still take the pic.
But you feel good, nigga. Oh shit, that shit hanging. Wait, oh goddamn, nigga, let me. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you just gotta know when to just keep it to yourself. And I feel like he really struggles with just self-awareness and understanding the moment and understanding when to pick and choose, when to be.
See, you speak about self-awareness. I kind of have to agree with that. The reason why I asked you if this is a proper approach for this new rollout and this new album and this new supposed energy he's supposed to be on, why are we still bringing the remnants of what happened into this? Now, we know the real answer. You were bothered with how people treated you. You hated how people turned against you. I get all of that. If I was Drake, I'm just gonna go put out slaps on the whole album and become undeniable.
Maybe he doesn't even know how to detect a slap anymore.
Nah,
I'm not saying he doesn't know how to make them.
But just detect it.
Maybe there's somebody in his camp that, we're not privy to everything. So I don't know what's changed in his ecosystem. But maybe there's a reason he hasn't been able to identify one of those hits. Because like you said, what's the song you like?
Circadian Rhythm.
And Blue, Red, Green. Those two songs, I think those had real potential, right? And I think there's a few songs on Sexy Songs for You that has some potential too, right? Like, I don't know if there's somebody that's not on his team anymore, or maybe he just doesn't have it. Like,
we know what
he can't detect the hit. He can still make hits.
I think he might not be able to detect it is because he's blinded by revenge in a way right now. I think that could be pretty dangerous. Well, not really, like people getting laid out and shit. Just in terms of your own career and how you look at yourself, right? You now separate yourself essentially from being creative as an artist. Now your one objective becomes to, I gotta get back to the top. I gotta make sure people know I'm the guy. People not gonna play with my name again. And as a creator, that could put you in a very weird space, to your point, right? As to where like you're not realizing certain things anymore because you've narrowed yourself, you're narrow-minded now with one specific way. And that might be the big issue there. I ain't gonna lie to you. Again, the song isn't terrible. It just sounds like something we've heard. And for a dude who's telling me that Iceman's gonna be crazy, we on new energy, we on new vibes, we're over the beef, this don't tell me that we over the beef. Gang, I ain't gonna lie. Like,
and the subliminals, right? I think the first thing that I got wind of this song was people posting the alleged subs to LeBron. Right? Like, I didn't even hear the song. I thought it was AI, honestly. I saw these reports. I'm like, yo, I didn't hear the song. It's not on DSPs. I checked my phone. Like, where the fuck is it? Why are they saying he's dissing LeBron? And then come to find out it was on a stream, right? It got premiered on a stream. And so it wasn't on DSPs. But even something like that, like the fact that you're throwing things out there to even hint at, oh, I don't fuck with you because you went there and you did it. Like, you know how people are going to receive it. You're just casting a shadow over whatever it is that you do. And I said that about Sexy Songs for You. He did the same thing there. He had subliminals in Sexy Songs for You. Yeah. Right? So like every time you put out
R&B
work,
joint.
you put out a whole body of work, you putting out singles, and you're still casting the shadow over you're stepping on your own work.
Yeah.
Like, if you just do what you do, we don't have to even compare you or think about the shit that you went through.
We don't make it a big deal anymore.
We don't.
If you genuinely act like it's done with, people are naturally going to act like that, especially your supporters.
Yeah.
What? People just want to hear great motherfucking music from you. I told you I caught the stream. I caught the full stream. Now.
Look at you.
I did. I was glued.
YN shit.
Yo, chill.
You a YN for real. You watching streams? Whose stream was it?
It was Drake's.
It was Drake. Oh, he got his own Twitter.
I told you. No, he did it on YouTube.
Oh, it was YouTube.
YouTube Live. He did a YouTube Live stream.
Right. So you like Big Bro / YN.
Yeah, I'm right there on the cusp.
You on the cusp.
I'm right there on the end.
Big YN.
So he previewed some new music. It wasn't just What Did I Miss?
Oh, okay.
He was riding around in the box truck.
Damn, he sound like me back in the day.
And the internet's so crazy. I'm watching the stream thinking to myself, I'm like, yo, they gonna say Drake got a CDL. As soon as I open up my Twitter, what niggas saying? Drake got a CDL. I'm like, fam, shit is crazy. Anyway, he plays this song and the sound quality was terrible. He ain't had no Bose speakers in that motherfucker. It wasn't nothing we got in the studios here. It was bad. Okay. But maybe he needed to really tap into that grutty energy. You know what I'm saying? That gritty energy. Mm-hmm. But to your point about if he's still able to detect what a hit is or not, he played a song on there where he was real rapping. I'm talking like one of them timestamp codes rapping. He got into his lyrical miracle, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant and the Lakers. And it was some shit like that. Again, I can't remember what it was word for word, but I think you would appreciate it. It sounds a little bit like older Drake when he gets into those rap bags, right, where he just rhyming no hook for 3-4 minutes straight. So that was exciting to hear, where I'm like, all right, cool. Maybe Iceman is still going to have little sprinkles of what we're looking for, right? And not just primarily, oh, the beef, you guys hate me, I'm scorned. So that was a good little tidbit. But I'm anxious to see what we get from him, because Iceman is supposed to release in 2025. So when do you think?
Oh, it is?
Yeah, he says 2025, he says.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, man. I just, like you said, just do the work, man. Just put out good music. And this is not a terrible song, but don't step on your work. Like, if you're gonna put out a good song, because this is a good song.
Yeah, it's a good song.
I'm not gonna say it was gonna be song of the summer it's a good song. Yeah. But you step on your own work when you put the subliminals in there. When you keep reminding us that you got your face smacked off in a rap beat, right? Like,
it's like, stop telling me you got punched, gang.
Acknowledge the fact that you sued your label over, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we really gonna talk about it, really talk about it. Don't try to gaslight the audience in a way. You know what I'm saying? Like, the smoke and mirror shit is over with, bro.
And hopefully we get on the project, right? You said something that I wanted to highlight to our audience. Yo, this was a Republic UMG release. That stood out to me. That stood out to me because he's been at odds, of course, with UMG. We know that SaVon just said he sued. He sued not only them, companies like Spotify, etc. But to see him put something out underneath UMG, it did make my mind wonder a bit, because I thought to myself, I'm like, so do you trust them now? Like, do you trust for them to promote your song now and have there be no weird inklings of what you were alleging before?
Or does he just not have a choice because he signed that deal that he signed? And you know, he was
trying to meet obligations now.
He was bragging about it when he did, right? Like, that was the ace in his pocket that he had was, yo, I signed this massive deal that no other artist can even sniff, no other artist can even do, no other artist can even obtain. I'm in bed with the labels in his eyes, and so maybe he put himself in a deal where he has no choice whenever he releases solo music. Where else is it gonna, you know, like,
I thought he found
a loophole with PND.
That's what I was gonna say just now. Yeah,
he found a loophole, but there is no PND. Release. He got his nut.
Yo, stop saying that.
He got his off. So why do I have to go do it that route?
But the reason why it's interesting to me, if I was Drake and I found out a finesse that worked, I would try to continue to help that side of things. Like, I would try to go towards the Sony side, but to your point, we don't know what the contracts
How does he do that if he's not doing it with another artist?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you distribute through anywhere else if it's just you and you're on this label?
I thought he would attempt to just do OVO sound releases, because that's essentially how he did it with Sony, right?
Okay.
Party Next Door is OVO sound. The OVO sound deal is with Sony. So, all right, cool. We're just going to put music out on this side and try to ignore UMG on this. So, to see him actually put a song out under UMG, that was eye-opening.
Because what's the music video for Iceman? It's just him on stream, right?
Yeah. He was previewing the song. It was just him walking around the ice, the freezer I was telling you about.
The butcher. Is it like the butcher?
Yeah,
what's it called?
A butcher
the
shop?
Slaughterhouse.
Slaughterhouse.
It wasn't a slaughterhouse.
It wasn't a slaughterhouse.
But it was like ice.
Yeah, like where you keep the meat. I told you where you keep the assorted meats, but you said nah.
Okay.
That's what butchers do.
Facts. They do. They bust up the meats.
Yeah.
Cut them shits up and all that.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure. I know.
That's what it was.
But
right.
yeah, so maybe because even when I saw the video, again, I didn't realize it was being premiered as a stream, so I just saw him trying a creative way to premiere a video for his single. That's what it looked like to me, and it looked like in hindsight, everything's 2020. But I'm like, all right, maybe this is a loophole on distributing his music. One, it premiered on YouTube, right? Obviously, it's now on DSPs, but it probably didn't cost him anything to film that, to shoot that, to distribute that in particular. Like none of that, right?
The most he probably had to deal with was security, because like I told you, he leaves that ice building.
The meat freezer?
The meat freezer.
Okay.
And he hops in the box truck and start playing slaps. On his way to drop off whatever was in the box truck, he's running into fans because he's driving through Toronto.
And this is real.
This is in real time. This is live in real time.
Okay.
And he even was talking crazy to one fan that, said some shit about Kendrick or called him a dick sucker or some shit like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that shit was a lot. I ain't gonna lie to
I
you.
was supposed to go to Toronto this weekend, actually.
You told me about that for a concert, right?
Yeah. No, my sister, she's going to a concert. I was just going to accompany her.
So you were going to go to a concert?
No, just going to Toronto. I wasn't going to the concert.
You wasn't going to go to the concert with her?
She paid like $700 for Coldplay tickets. I respect Coldplay. I'm not paying $700 for the Coldplay.
What's them again? That's when I rule the world. That's them, right?
Nah, sing it. Go for it. Black people only know one Coldplay song. I swear to God.
I only know one white people song a piece. What's the other joint I know? I was listening to Paramore this week.
Word? Yeah. Which one you know?
Fuck. You know the one.
Ain't It Fun?
Yeah. Ain't it? Yeah.
How do it. Go for it.
Ain't it? Give me how it starts first.
You good, bro.
Tell me how it starts first. I know it. I was listening to it.
I was not paying $700 to go see Coldplay, so I didn't go to Toronto. But had I gone to Toronto,
would have ran into the Iceman.
I would have ran into Iceman and the New Phone King. What's that shit called?
New
Ho King?
New Ho King.
I don't know.
We just freestyle.
Yeah, hold on. I don't want to get in trouble, nigga.
I do think it's New Ho King. We can look it up.
Nah,
Stop it. It's New Ho King.
Yeah, that's
maybe at the New Ho King, because Kendrick was rapping it. I had to say it in the Kendrick voice. Maybe at the New Ho King. Like, he was
with the Blamsy sauce.
With the Blamsy sauce, yeah. Crody.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know, man. And like,
right.
I don't know, man. I feel, again, he's so good where I think he just lacks self-awareness, right? Like, all right, I'll tell you a quick story. So I have a friend, and recently, his power went out in his crib. Now, it was a lightning storm, thunderstorm. So, you know me, I'm like, oh shit, maybe the thunder knocked his power out. It's really fucking hot. And I know there's some kids in that house, God damn it. So, what is going on? So, next day, hey man, how's everything going? Cool. Power's still not on.
Damn.
All right.
So we talking 48 hours now.
48 hours, no power.
Damn.
It's a lot of people in the house. All right.
Oh, it's a sweatshop.
A lot of people in that house.
Oh shit.
Now,
pack us up.
My thing is, all right, all the people, you come together, and again, we're exaggerating. Let's say the bill is $400.
Okay.
Right. Let's say there's 8 people in there.
Yeah, everybody put up.
Everybody could put up a little.
Everybody put up 30.
That's what I thought. Right. The first thing I said was, wait, damn. So 8 niggas divided by 400. Carry the one. They like whoever's in the house should be able to contribute to get the lights back on. Like, bro, it's a heat wave in New York City. You need air conditioning. Like, you're gonna die. Somebody's gonna die.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't get when I said that to myself, I asked my dad. I said, yo, am I so far removed from, I'm not gonna say struggle, but those type of conditions.
Yo.
No, for real, bro. I had to ask him, like, where I'm like, damn, these niggas can't get the 4 off the 8.
That shit it's hard out here.
No, but
okay,
see, and
it's hard out here.
But I'm bringing that story up to tell you, like, my reality is different now because if my family, if we needed to,
you got some motion now.
We do all right. Like, we can get the 4 out of 8, bro. 8 people, 400. Come on, 8 people to whatever it is.
You
like,
can figure it out.
In my head, it's just like, all right, cool, simple math.
Right.
But some people, and again, to Drake's point, maybe he's so far removed from, you know, reality and just what it is to actually say, hey, this is the hit, to identify the hit, because he's done it for so long. There's so many fucking hits that he got.
That's a fact.
He can't really detect what the hit is. Like, I couldn't imagine having a heat stroke not coming off the 40.
This shit is real out here, okay?
But it's real out here.
But it does speak to
and I'm not trying to knock nobody, but
I know what you mean.
I had to equate it to, like,
I know what you mean. Yeah. Damn,
I'm bugging for that, though?
Nah,
I ain't wrong.
Nah. With 8 niggas in the house, we better be able to build it.
Right, all right, thank you. All right, you made me feel better, bro. I was like,
8 niggas, we could build a generator. If I got 8 niggas in the house, we better not struggle for nothing. I'm telling you right motherfucking now, okay? We better build everything. I build some electricity if I got 8 niggas.
Hey, all right, see? And that's how I knew. I'm not as distant from reality as I thought in that moment. Because I was really like, yo, damn, dog, like, y'all can't get that. You gonna die in this shit, nigga.
Sometimes you gotta just wait it out.
Nah, I know.
If you could get through that, then you can get through anything. You gotta think smarter, not harder. Come on now. Nah, man. But I'm excited for Iceman, though, real talk. Like I said, he did preview other songs in the box truck. And yeah, it looks like he's gearing up to drop. If I had to guess, I would say, I say October. His birthday's in October. OVO time.
Very own.
Yeah, he's had he's traditionally dropped around then as well. So I would say around October, get it out the way. Regardless, let's see what Drake does.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna listen to the song and see if anything else resonates with me. I do appreciate the blind loyalty to Drake. Like his fans, like KD.
They're great.
Yeah, like KD, he's gonna ride out.
Fire emojis, fire emojis.
Fire, like,
that's fire.
Everything's hard. Like, we need those type of friends in our life.
No, we do. We definitely
need those type of friends in our life.
Well, not really, because then it speaks to what you said about being unaware.
But maybe they really think it's genuinely fire. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, this is a great conversation we're gonna have right now. See, we're the friend in our friend groups who have probably been exposed to a lot.
Yes.
I think that's probably the best way to say it, right?
Absolutely.
And I know you feel grateful, and also as do I, to kind of have people not take me off my pedestal, but could just talk to me like a regular dude.
Just check me.
Just check me. And both of us know that it's coming from a place of love, and me knowing that I actually want the best for you.
Yeah.
That'd be the problem, yo. Like, he's already on this song talking about everyone being fake and everyone turning on him. Who's to say he wouldn't say that to a friend of his now? Like a Kevin Durant just being honest with him right now. I could see Drake being like, man, this nigga's turning on me. Whole time he trying to be honest. Right? So I do think it's a slippery slope with that type of stuff. You gotta want the feedback, and you have to respect the person who's giving you the feedback. That's the key.
I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me.
Chubb's got to tell him.
That's a crazy, like...
He did that on the hook.
No, that's oh yeah, on the intro.
What did I miss?
On the intro, bro. Like,
the hook is hooking though. It's definitely something you want to repeat, but
we heard it.
We've heard
it's
it.
A formula.
It's a formula.
It's McDonald's.
It's literally
like it's the Drake formula. It's
quarter pounder and fries.
It's headlines meet trophies meets
all from the same school.
Like, it's What's the song? I did not ship out the memo.
Oh yeah, that's trophies.
That's trophies, right?
Yeah, that's trophies.
This feels like trophies had it feels like one of those two songs had a baby in 2025, and ChatGPT said, "Hey, make a Drake revenge song," and now you get this song. Like, that's what it sounds like. And it's the crazy thing is you could get so great to where your good songs sound bad.
Yo, because people start to get used to it. So now, for someone else that might be deemed as really good, but for your standard, we labeling it as it's just okay. It's just cool.
We do fuck with you though, Drake.
We love Drake.
Like we really do.
What the fuck?
Like if anybody's that's tapped in, like we fuck with you, my guy. Like,
yes. But I want him to let go of the revenge tour, man. You don't need to make this a revenge tour. Yeah. I know that's what it feels like. Yeah. And that's another thing that I'm seeing on the internet. Drake can feel a way about people, quote unquote, going against him. I want to be clear in that. Like, we're all human beings. However, when you use it to try to put out new music and you try to use it as I'm not bothered, but I am, I'm not unbothered, but I am bothered, you start to confuse us a bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, bro, just let that shit go, man. Yeah. Just give us the slaps.
Give us the slaps.
Give us the slaps.
And
man.
no subs in the slaps. Like, give me the burger without the onions.
See, the fucked up part is when he used to do subs, we never knew who he was about.
Yes.
Now, you feel me, bro?
That is a great point.
Every time he puts out a sub now, we automatically assume it's Kendrick.
You're a genius.
And that's a problem.
What the fuck university did you go to?
What did I miss?
You are
nigga, we went to the same school.
I know, that's why I said that shit. You smart as hell, nigga. Fucking nah. But no, dead ass. Like, I didn't think about that. That was the magic. It's like the Hove effect.
Yeah.
It was like when Hove used to sneak this everybody.
Sean Bradley. Like,
we did.
Like, you never knew who boy was really.
We knew that one.
We knew that one. We knew that one.
But bro, they like I was watching, and I love YouTube for this. For whatever reason, YouTube has their shorts, their reels, whatever they call it on YouTube. They always find like these historic events or these historic, these old verses, and they break them down. And I always find like these new nuances in these verses. But there was a verse that Hove rapped about, and he was dissing. Let me not misquote it. But he's dissed people, and it's like, oh shit, I didn't know he was even talking about that guy
once you found out.
Until 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes,
that
was
what him and Drake were really great at.
Yeah.
And now,
when you throw subs, it just sounds like all Kendrick Lamar, even though you might feel a way about Rick Ross, even though you might feel a way about A$AP Rocky and Cole. It's like, fam, and again, back to the awareness, he might not know that. And not for nothing, you already bigger than them.
Pause.
Oh, shit. Oh, gotcha.
Shit,
I thought you was playing some shit.
I was.
Okay. No, but yeah, he's already a bigger artist than most of the people he thinks he's at odds with. So who are you really beefing with, dog?
Yeah.
They're not going to put out a song that's going to outperform what you're doing.
But low-key, he's not.
What you mean? Talk to me.
He's not like the people on this particular song who we can attribute subs to, right? Connect some type of subliminal message to are people who would be considered like his peers or have equal success.
Oh, like DeMar DeRozan in them?
He didn't diss DeMar on this one.
See, that's, I don't know.
LeBron?
They think it could be in the air. They don't know if it's LeBron or DeRozan. I think it's LeBron, personally.
LeBron.
I'll cry.
The Weeknd.
When he said he been dick riding the gang since headlines. Yeah. That's what you're referencing?
Yeah. LeBron, The Weeknd, and Kendrick. Those were the three that was associated with this song in particular.
Gotcha.
Right?
Gotcha.
Those three people are on his level in their respective fields.
You know what?
Right?
I relate to that. You know what? I can agree with that. Everyone else, though, like when the battle was occurring and he thought it was a 20v1.
A$AP Rocky?
All of them. We love all of them for what they do and what they contribute, but you ain't beefing with them, bro. Yeah. You've already won. Yeah. So, again.
This is the verse I was thinking of.
Okay.
You remember this?
Come on, how could I forget?
Jay-Z's verse. I'm going to just play it.
This on CLB?
Yes, yes. I'm going to play Jay-Z's verse on this, and you tell me who it's about, because I can't figure it out.
I'm going to guess.
Let's see. Here we go. Oh, wait.
He was talking about niggas turn their back on me on CLB.
Shout out to Hove. And y'all wonder why we here, friends. Don't take some fucking discipline.
It was you. And then a million too.
He talking hot.
Now I know he was talking about right there. I know exactly. Yeah. The nigga used to.
This ain't what you want.
Okay. All right.
On
I'm
the
ready.
internet. He's finished that. This nigga is great. Hove is the best. God, y'all.
I'll take Kanye West for 500, Alex.
What's crazy is
that nigga said I got $1 billion. I know where to find you, nigga. What's
I got
up?
$1 billion.
Stop playing on the internet.
I got $1 billion.
I got $1 billion and I know where the fuck you live. That's talking hot.
But you want to know what's crazy?
Yeah.
I was thinking Dame Dash.
Oh shit. Nah, he passed that. You want to know why he passed that? It's not competition to Hov.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna just run it back real quick.
Yeah.
We don't do this too often on the pod. Go backwards like this. So that takes some fucking discipline.
But I can see the Dame shit. Yup.
You know what?
Where the fuck you live? I can see that. Okay, SaVon. I can see that.
This ain't what you want.
Okay.
On the internet. Nigga, we ain't into that. This nigga's nice.
Hey.
Violence. I'm calling violence.
Let's go. And
listen to how he ends the verse. Listen to this, bro.
Let me.
But the value of nothing. But everybody wants something. But the value of nothing.
And I think he itching to get at one of you niggas right now. Some shit is happening. You know how he do? He go to somebody's album.
Yeah.
He get featured and he go tell you how he's felt about all you stupid niggas for the past however many years since his last feature. And I think he's itching. I don't know if he put in a fourth quarter buzzer beater with the Clips album. I don't know where that lives, but I think he itching.
You know, it's funny that we kind of landed on Hov because we could go wherever you want to go right now. We could go with the Clips or we could go with Nicki Minaj. Because the Clips album leaked.
It did leak.
The album leaked and I didn't see Hov on there.
Exactly.
Right? The album leaked and I didn't see Jay on there.
Exactly.
Or we could talk about Nicki Minaj's rant towards Roc Nation and Jay-Z. Where you want to go?
We'll have to do both. I'm not going to lie.
All right,
let's hit the Clips real quick.
Let's do it.
The Clips. Man, that album been out. Them niggas
No. Just because you heard it when they was in the studio, don't do that, Alex.
Nah, hear me out.
See, now you know how I said I might be disconnected from reality.
Yeah.
You like that with music, bro.
Hear me out,
you be hearing all the music before niggas. It's not out, okay? At the time of this recording, it's not out. By the time some people hear it, yes, it's out. It's been out to you because you're a music man, nigga.
No, that's
you
not
get
true.
all the music.
That's not true. Can I say a few things first?
Send me the link.
I don't have the link.
Nigga,
but when I got it, though, I got you. But this album been out. I done heard the whole Kendrick verse. They've been in Paris playing it for people. Not just 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Like when they came to our studios at Need to Know Studios, they played the album.
They did.
My whole point is I could see them being okay with it being leaked or, you know, not being okay, but not being as angry and knowing that they might make some fourth quarter changes. If you know what I mean.
You really think that?
I wouldn't be surprised.
At the time of this recording. Again,
I wouldn't be surprised.
By the time a lot of people hear this, the album may be out.
Yeah.
You think there's a Jay-Z verse on the Clips album? You think there's a possibility?
I think there's a possibility. Like I said, I don't know. Hey, Hov just got a new chain.
I did see that.
You saw it, right?
Nice one. Nice chain, man. I feel poor after listening to Jay-Z. Like, I really feel like, hey, I may need 8 people to pay $400 this month.
Yo, stop it.
Nah, I need to stop. That's bad.
Stop. You need to stop.
I'm gonna ask somebody to edit this one.
Yeah, we have to. But he makes a statement. Hov has been known to make statements when he's bubbling up and he's brewing to release anything at all. So, you know, when we see him grow his hair, cut his hair, get a new chain, be with this person or that person, it wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, I think Hov is itching to talk about a few of you niggas. Nicki, Kanye.
Puff.
Remember the Puff? You heard some of the remarks Kanye had about his family however many months ago. I think Hov is itching to get some shit off.
Yeah, he brought it back, that rant.
Nah, he brought it back to a place we can't even go, nigga.
I could go there.
No, we can't. No, you cannot.
I'm going to just read the transcript.
No, we're not reading no transcript. That's the problem. Niggas want to be Kanye. Be yourself.
I'm reading.
Yeah.
I'm reporting journalistic integrity. You know, some of the things that we were taught in that university that we attended, my good brother.
We were also taught to do things in a moral way and have a good approach. Look at me, I'm bullshit.
I know. But yeah, I think I don't think the verse is on there, but I do think Jay-Z should get in. I think he's going to get in the studio soon. I think there's a lot of things that show us as people who watch, people that are fans. There's a lot for him to discuss too. Like, you know, with the Nicki Minaj situation, she's been on his neck.
Oh my God.
Right? I think even somebody like 50 Cent, I'm sure he sees it. Like, the dope thing about the older generation, the rappers, the Noris, the Joes, the Fat Joes, the Joe Buttons, all of these guys who are potting regularly and have a relationship or a history with Jay-Z, and even Memphis Bleak, right? Like, especially Memphis Bleak.
Especially Memphis Bleak, nigga.
They always tell us Jay-Z sees everything. Okay? Right? And it's probably tough for you to fathom that if you're an everyday person like ourselves.
Because he's a billionaire.
Right? Because he's a billionaire. Yeah. He's not on social media, right? Like, we are conditioned to believe if we don't see it, it doesn't exist, right? Like, if we don't see these artists, these actors, these entertainers on their social media, that means they aren't on it in our brains. But it's like, no, they see everything that we see. Yeah. Right? And so I'm sure Jay has seen some of the things that 50 has said. Although it's not making headlines, right? Although it may be aimed at Diddy, I'm sure he sees everything, right? I was amazed by all of the things when I used to work real close with Joe. Like, Joe, he sees everything. He saw everything, right? I was talking to Charlemagne one time. Charlemagne said, like, I see all of these niggas see everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Hov is just collecting data right now in the lab. You know, I don't think he's in like album mode per se, but I do think he is creating.
Got you. I could see that. We were talking about the clips. The clips is slated to release on July 11th.
Yes.
Right? And so is Travis Scott and the Jack Boys. Why is that interesting?
Who the Jack Boys?
You know the Jack Boys. Sheck West, Don Toliver. Shit.
You sound like Nelly and the Lunatics.
Yeah, there you go.
That sound like Nelly and the Saint Lunatics.
There you go.
Get the fuck out of here.
This the Jack Boys. Watch your mouth for the Jack Boys.
Don Toliver's tough. Everything
Chase
after
B.
that. Who?
Chase B.
Raz B?
Chase B.
Raz B.
This is DJ and produce.
B2K. Raz B.
See that? And then when that nigga finds
you. On the Jack Boys.
Keep playing with Raz B. He gonna show you something.
I'm showing love to Raz B.
Okay.
I know Raz B. I don't know Chase B.
All right, Chase B gonna see you.
Bun B.
All right.
The fuck, nigga? I know Mad B.
Keep playing.
My nigga Joey B. Like, nigga, what the fuck you mean? These
now,
fucking weirdos.
Why is this important? A few weeks ago, we heard the clip song where Pusha is getting, so be it, right?
So be it.
So be it,
So
right?
be it.
On that third verse, he getting in Travis a little bit.
Yes.
Right? And he's speaking to him being disingenuous, things he didn't like about how he moved, how he treated both him and Pharrell.
Yeah.
And then he had a song with Drake in the Tuck that they knew nothing about. He got on him a little bit.
Yes, he did.
And the internet was like, yo, I think, you know what's funny? You said Bun B, and Bun B said Travis Scott planned to respond. Bun B went on an interview and was like, yeah, you know, he's from Houston. I don't see him just leaving that alone. Lo and behold, here we are today. Travis Scott and the Jack Boys have released a single for their project that is also slated to release on the same day as the Clips album, July 11th. So I guess we're also going to be playing a numbers game. And lo and behold, what are you on there doing, SaVon?
He's talking bullshit in my ear. No, he did respond.
Yeah.
I listened to the song and Travis Scott, he makes vibes, right?
He's a vibey guy.
He's a vibey type of dude.
Not Mr. Lyricist.
And so thankfully we do have, pages that pick up the lyrics because I could not find these lyrics in the song. Yeah. I listened to the song and I don't know when he said it, but allegedly he said in 2000 Excursion, the latest song with Travis Scott and the Jack Boys, responding to Pusha T. He says, she moved up the street, she was begging to stay. You got clips of the moment, I got clips of the pay. You post threats like a vet, but you move like a stray. You rap like it's 05, I live in today.
Yeah, that ain't it.
Now he had them Cat in the Hat balls. He had them Dr. Seuss's came back.
Preschool shits.
He had them Dr. Seuss joints, boy.
That nigga said, vet, pet, tet, ret. That nigga said, stay, pay, K, nay. Like,
started. Yeah, man.
Hey, Travis, we love you for what you do. Like SaVon said, you make vibey music.
Yes.
I promise you, dog, you don't need to go head to head and die against a nigga that do this for real. Not for us. See, that's the problem. Niggas be listening to fans too much.
Yo. Don't tell a rapper he can't go head to head to die, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You're right, because I come from the school of, hey, everyone's entitled to doing that. Just a few weeks ago, I was talking about how Jim Jones was entitled to respond to Pusha.
You did.
So I hear what you're saying. But this right here, dog, like, you my man, dog. Yo, you made sicko mode, bro. I've only heard you get introspective for real on a song like Coffee Bean.
Yeah.
Right? I've heard Jim Jones get introspective dozens of times. I've even seen him break down on an interview with Funk Flex, right? That was Funk Flex,
Yeah,
right?
I believe so.
So again, just when we talk about parallels and dealing with Travis now, we don't need this from you, I promise. You know what would probably be a better flex for a person like Trav? We're rap fans, so we don't per se care for this. If when you release you and the Jack Boys sell more than the Clips, which I'd be pretty impressed by because they've had an amazing rollout.
No, I expect them to sell more regardless of the rollout.
Really?
Just because of the climate that we're in when it comes to music and who Travis Scott is in music. If he's attached
I hear
to
what
it,
you're saying.
it's gonna sell. Like that's all he is a billboard.
Yeah, but even with Utopia, right? Like he's taking a hit on his numbers. And to your point, I don't think everybody gives a fuck about the Jack Boys the way I do, right? Like,
But what's a hit to Travis Scott's numbers though, right?
Okay.
Comparatively, a hit to him may be 200,000 to 116,000.
Right.
Which is I would deem as great for the Clips.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
I think the Clips are gonna outsell my expectations.
I hope so.
Solely because of the rollout, though. I want to be very clear. The music
so.
we knew was going to be great. They're rappers. They're a rapper. We know what time it is. But this has been well done from the amount of performances they've done
Facts.
to the interviews. Shit, to just us constantly talking about them from week to week and knowing like, yo, this album was supposed to come out in July. It's May and we talking about it. It's April, we talking about it. So. But yeah, that would probably be the real win for somebody like Travis. Stick to the numbers, bro.
You know, I mean, yes, potentially. But again, I think the climate of music and what the consumer is looking for, like the masses, the people who are buying music, they're just Travis Scott, bro. He was on Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like he was a purchasable character on Fortnite. He had a McDonald's meal.
Yeah.
He has deals with Nike and like
it's a big
he
deal.
is the mainstream guy. Now, Pusha T, he has similar deals with Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton.
And Adidas, like,
hello.
You know, very similar.
And
but
he
it's
gave
just
McDonald's
different.
a verse too. They both work with McDonald's.
Nah, you're right. Hey, when you're right, you're right.
Go on, hello.
The boy's good.
I'm
Yo,
trying to tell you
what
something.
university did you go to?
Nigga, we went to the same school.
But your shit worked better.
Nah, yo, you wasn't in
Because
there.
why the fuck you keep coming up with this brilliant
You wasn't
shit?
in there learning for real.
I wasn't. I don't know what I was just getting by. They going
Just
vibes.
getting by
I
on
was the
vibes.
Travis Scott of college students, nigga. I was just vibing the whole time, bro.
This nigga is crazy.
Just vibing out. But I don't know. I think the flex for a Travis, maybe the numbers, right? And because maybe it's a side project, right? It's not a Travis Scott project. It's more so like I guess
collaborative.
I'm putting my mans in them on, right?
Yeah,
This
facts.
is a compilation album. It's not
Absolutely.
necessarily a Travis Scott. So maybe that's a flex for him. But I think overall, you just live in that, right? You just let that be what it is. If I'm Travis Scott, like you said whatever you was gonna say, cool, and just let this pass. It's okay, right? Like you said, you don't need to die for us.
Yeah, you don't.
We don't need another,
Please.
you know,
That's
Jesus did that.
You feel
You
me?
ain't gotta do
Jesus already died for our
You
sins.
ain't gotta do.
You don't have to. That's the problem. These niggas be listening to fans too much. What I tell you about that shit?
Nah, you did.
Fans will set you up, boy.
will.
Fans will have you thinking, yeah, I could do it. Then some shit happened.
Yeah,
Now it's just you. The fans gone.
Just leave it alone.
You feel what I'm saying? Just leave it alone. Regardless, we're both excited for the Clips album and
I can't
Travis's
wait.
project.
Nah, I ain't excited for that
You're
shit.
not excited? You
The
like
Clips?
Travis?
Nah. I haven't liked Travis in a very long time.
Okay.
I haven't. But I am excited for the Clips.
Yeah.
I am excited.
Facts.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear that. Pharrell went crazy from what I remember hearing.
Yes.
Also, while we're on the Clips, the Elliott Wilson interview came out.
It did.
And prior to it coming out, I didn't really want to talk about it too much because, it's not, I don't want to step on Elliott's work.
No.
But he also spoke about Pusha T in this interview, and it was a really, really great interview. Again, one of my favorite things about the Clips is their brotherhood. You can see, like, these guys really love each other.
Yeah, they bang
like, I
each
will
other.
die for my brother. I will kill for my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
you can really feel that energy. And just seeing them next to each other was really dope. But in Elliott's interview, he kind of focused on Kanye opposed to the Travises of the Drake. And if you haven't checked that interview out, the Elliott Wilson Experience, please go make sure y'all check that out. he spoke to not liking anything about Kanye other than his musical genius. And he said it with such a disdain in a serious face. Like, I don't like him. I don't like his leadership. I like nothing about him.
SaVon, I love Pusha, right?
Yes.
I want to know when he came to that realization.
You should have asked him.
No, I wasn't finna ask
I know. Don't ask him. That
nigga was in an interview.
Nah, you should have asked.
Ellie was the only nigga that was supposed to be asking him shit.
We chopped it up after them, bro.
Yeah, but
you
I forgot.
Asked him.
You had the, we had the glaze, by
I know. You had the Cartier glaze, had the raw glaze, right? Just couldn't see nothing,
real
right?
talk. But as I was listening to the interview, that was the one thing that I thought about. I was like, you've been who you are forever. All right? Like how you move, what you embody, both you and your brother, the code, moral of ethics, etc. I wonder when the turning point was for him and Kanye, where he was like, yo, this nigga not like me. I really do wonder when that was. It pre-good music, after good music? Was it after one of the fallouts? You know, because I think Pusha T is somebody that picks up on things pretty quickly. Especially with energy. Knowing if somebody's being manipulative, knowing if somebody is a user of energy, etc. You know, so I don't know, but he did. Yeah, he was definitely in here talking about that nigga is nothing like me.
Yeah, he went in on Ye, and to your point, he did say like this was business. I did business.
Right.
I did great business. Right. Like he harped on that fact of. So I think maybe that was an answer to your question. Is like maybe I did identify it early on, but at some point this switched to just being business.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Where before I looked at you as my brother and business.
Yeah, I thought we could have been that, right? Like. Again, I think that's one of the things that I struggle with in my personal life is because I have such strong relationships with my brothers, I hold pretty much every relationship in my life to that standard.
Yeah, facts.
Right? And then you see he has that same relationship with Pharrell. Too, right? So not his biological brother, but even from a working capacity, right? We work well together. You know, it's my guys. This is my brother, Pharrell and Pusha T. That's synonymous, right? They've helped each other. They're both great in what they do. So having that relationship with a Pharrell, you probably just assume it translates to anybody that you work with or anybody you allow into your space. And I think, again, just speaking for myself, as somebody who has real relationship with my brothers, I just let people in once we click. Once I feel like I can trust you, this is just what it is. And I don't know how to turn that shit off. Like, it takes for somebody to do something to me or for me to see certain things or pick up on certain things for me to be like, oh, shit. We are not speaking the same language. Right?
You don't speak my language.
We don't speak my, like, your idea of loyalty, your idea of being faithful, your idea of being committed, your idea of honesty, your idea of just navigating relationships is just so foreign from who I am and what I know. But it takes me a while to see that because I just lead with what I know, and what I know is real brotherhood.
Yeah, facts. And he literally leads with that. You could tell. That
and that's why I identify with somebody like that so well, right? I've never sold cocaine. I'm gonna say that again. I have never sold cocaine. I've never even thought about it. I never even had the opportunity.
You never thought about it?
I wish I could. There's been some days. Like,
thought about it.
Wish I could have bust that 400 by 8.
What?
Nigga.
Quick 8 ball.
Nigga. Like,
fuck you mean?
But it's not my reality, right?
Yeah.
So my fandom for a Pusha T, me relating to his music, his content, his sentiment, whatever it is more so on a human level, on just understanding like his upbringing and how he values relationships and people and equity. And that's really where me being a fan comes from. It's not because I can relate to selling coke. I that's not my experience, right?
Yeah.
But I can still fuck with him and his music because I'm like, oh, you stand for something. Like every time you speak in an interview in your music, you stand for something. And that's all it is. Like that's the disconnect between the Travis Scotts of the world and the Pusha T's and the Clips of the world to me.
Kanye's, you are absolutely right. He made that known in that interview. Stand for something. Yeah.
We'd
be mad at people that stand for something because niggas don't want to stand for nothing. It's toughy. It's a toughie.
Tough one.
Speaking of standing up for people, this is a person who is not standing up for the other. This little beef has been brewing for a little bit though.
Yes, it has.
This isn't a new thing. Nicki Minaj versus Jay-Z.
Sounds crazy when you say it.
Doesn't it? We remember how close they were. She was a part of the title deal, which is actually what I wanted to get to. Now, at the time of this recording, we have seen several tweets from Nicki Minaj of her voicing, I guess, her disdain for Jay-Z. She calling a nigga Pay-Z. I'm telling that, y'all. She on the timeline calling him Pay Z right now, telling him, kind of insinuating to pay up for what she alleges that she's owed from the title deal. Those of you guys might not know about the title deal. So Jay-Z allegedly is stifling her on title equity payouts after its 2021 sale. She's calculated it by her own calculations. Salute to her. She would know more than me that she's probably owed somewhere between $100 million and $200 million.
I know.
And
me too, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Shit, nah, me too.
I need some back pay.
I ain't gonna, you know how when they have those mass like Apple and AT&T lawsuits where everybody's owed some money,
class action suits,
the class action,
and you get $4.
They give you $7 out the millions. Like, nah, nigga, I too need $200 million out of this deal.
Now we're joking because I think if SaVon or me was involved in a situation like that, 9 times out of 10 we would probably try to deal with it in court. So I do want to know why she keeps alleging these things.
Hold up. Don't take me to court, nigga. The business is good.
I'm talking we on the same page.
Nah,
I'm saying me and you taking some other people to court. No, I know you. Yeah, nigga. We ain't going to court, nigga. This shit 50-50. Fuck you, mean?
Shout out to Mero.
Yo, Mero, what up?
Showing the way.
Showing the way. You a funny nigga. You see? You a funny nigga.
I'm just saying, bro.
Mero got the right idea, though.
For sure.
I ain't going to lie. But no, I am curious as to why she hasn't tried to take legal action against these claims. These are some... A nigga owe me $100 million.
We fuck the tweeting.
What? What tweet?
We not gonna be on Elon's app.
What?
I'm gonna be in Elon's car and a Tesla on my way to your crib, nigga. We ain't gonna be on that.
What? I'm hiring Brian Steele. What is you talking about?
He sound like a porn star.
He do. But it does make me wonder, like, if you are owed an exuberant amount like that, why you keep making allegations? How about you actually go get it? Because you know he got it. You know he got it. She said a lot more. She berated Desiree Perez, who was president at Roc Nation, made certain allegations of how she ratted and did this and did that. The first thing that came to my mind when I saw these tweets, this was very reminiscent of Kanye. Just in terms of how he voiced what was bothering him and how he viewed other people. Now, like I said to start, this has been something that's been brewing for a while. She's made little jokes here and there when it comes to Jay-Z, but Pay-Z does take the cake.
Pay-Z is crazy.
Pay-Z is crazy.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Nicki is crazy. And let me be respectful. I don't think she's crazy, but that's just funny. That's creative. Hilarious. And rappers, when they start doing that thing that other like regular humans just can't do, it's funny.
And she's not scared.
How has nobody ever said Pay-Z or Jay-Z? Like,
it was
why
right
is
there.
that at first? It's right there.
It's right there.
Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, when the Giants and the GOATs go at it, it's always interesting to just kind of watch.
Yeah, you gotta get down.
It's It's one of those because I know they had the title affiliation, and I'm sure again they the GOATs, right? Like Nicki Minaj is literally considered the greatest of all time as the female rapper
MC,
and Hove has been regarded as the greatest of all time as the male rapper. So it doesn't really get bigger than these two. I don't know if Hove has ever acknowledged her. I've always seen her come for Roc Nation.
Yeah,
I've never seen Hove really respond to it. But for me, I always go back to the Monsterverse. Because they was on that song together, and lo and behold, Kanye West, right, had them featured on his album. And
see, she channeling that Kanye West energy.
That's some dangerous energy to channel. She needs to chill the fuck out. Right? She needs to lay low, not go so crazy. Yeah. But I will say it's I don't want to say it's refreshing to see somebody come at Hove, because I don't necessarily ever want to see anybody come at anybody in that way. But it is refreshing to see that. Yeah. I guess just somebody just not be afraid, because a lot of people, Hove is like, he's the boogeyman of hip hop.
She doesn't seem afraid.
When nobody really wants to speak down on Hove, right? Like you'll hear people speak down on Birdman, although Birdman got a lot of money, even with Puff right now, right? Like with Diddy, you see a lot of people throwing their jabs, telling their jokes, although Diddy was regarded as whatever he was at some point. So Jay-Z, for her to go at Jay-Z in this way and Roc Nation and the whole empire and knowing what that comes with, I hope, for her sake, it is true that he does owe you this type of money, because if it could be proven that it's not, like, I don't know if you remember I don't know why my brain works like this. Scooter Braun and Justin Bieber.
Oh shit, he took some money.
They had a beef.
Scooter Braun and Taylor Swift.
Scooter Braun, Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I'm not as familiar with that case, but I know in Scooter Braun's case and Justin Bieber's case is I want to say, I'm gonna fuck this up, but one of the parties owed money to each other.
Probably Justin.
Yes, I believe so.
If I had to guess,
Justin allegedly owed money to Scooter Braun.
Yeah.
And he started digging in the books and the accountant. And you know what? How about this? I'm just going to get my facts straight while you talk, or if you want to pause.
No, it's fine. We can keep talking.
I do want to be accurate with what I say right now.
No, we could keep talking. It's good because I think the theme here that we're going to hit is the approach you take towards getting things that are owed to you or you feel are owed to you. Mm-hmm. I really do hope that she's able to deal with this in an amicable way, because one thing about Hove and Big Money can make you look and sound crazy. And you don't want to be the person that's been ousted, even though she has a immersive fan base.
Yeah.
Bob's ain't going nowhere. But you also don't want to, but Kanye fans also didn't go anywhere, right? Well, maybe some of them did after the last joint. But you don't want to see somebody who might have some truth in what they're trying to tell you be completely derailed because of their approach. So I really do hope she's okay.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Just going back to that analogy with the Scooter Braun and Justin Bieber. So what happened was Justin Bieber allegedly owed Scooter Braun for canceling his tour.
Gotcha.
Right? And that was just one of the discrepancies. But when they investigated how much money it was, originally it was, let's say, paraphrasing, $10 million. He said, "Hey, you owe me $10 million," and he said, "No, take me to court for it. Go find out, prove that it's $10 million."
Prove it, yeah.
And that's what he did, and it came back to be more than $10 million that was owed.
Boom.
So going back to the Nicki Minaj and Jay-Z thing, right? Like for her sake, I hope he does owe you that money, because if he does decide to like look at the books and now he owes you $96,000, and you just went on this tirade about some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm
But
saying.
if I'm her, I'm the one that want to look at the books. If I'm Nicki, I want to do the audit. I want to find these things out to be true, so I don't have to just take to social media, but also get some actual resolve out of this and money.
Yeah.
You know, so again, I really do hope she's okay. The internet will be quick to write anyone off as crazy and delusional. Yeah. Even if there might be an inkling of truth in that. But again, it's just back to how you actually deal with things and approach it, right? Yeah. If you show the general public that you're fully aware and sane, I'm not saying anyone here is insane, by the way, but just to prove to the public that, yo, I could see where this individual was coming from. Let's get down to the bottom of it. That's way better than you only knowing all of the facts and the rest of us looking at you like you Delulu.
It's almost like the Cassie situation with Diddy, where we've heard all of these horror stories about Diddy for years. We've heard everything. Like, we didn't know the details. We heard he was abusive. We heard he was angry. We heard he was a thief. We heard it all, right? Yeah. And I don't know if things unfold the way that they have had Cassie responded or tried to out Diddy in the way that Nicki Minaj is going about it with Jay-Z. What I mean by that is, you know, it was very methodical, stoic, strategic with how Cassie said, hey, I have an issue. This is what was done to me, and this is how I want it to play out in the world, right? It was very strategic and planned, right? Whereas Nicki Minaj is just opening up Elon's app and just starts going. She just starts tweeting, and it falls on deaf ears because it's not executed properly no matter what she's saying, right? Even with the platform that she has, as great as a talent as she has, the hive that she has, the resources that she has, the access that she has, like all of that she's obtained over her career, it still doesn't necessarily feel like it's moving the needle because I don't think she's taking the right approach to go about it, to your point, which again, I know it's, you know, apples and oranges, but the Cassie situation with the Diddy thing is like, we hadn't heard from Cassie. We didn't see her tweeting this out, right? Like, maybe it would have still ended up this way, but I think her approach of just kind of handling things behind the scenes to really trying to have action, take action the right way.
Got $30 million out of it.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I just think there was a different way. I think there is a different way for Nicki to go about it.
I agree. And I just want to read some of these tweets.
Yeah, please, brother.
This tweet I'm about to read to you guys, it's a picture of Chucky. Yes, the doll Chucky.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chuck Iceman Liddell. No. Not Chuck
not
Iceman?
The Iceman.
Not the Iceman this time? All right, no, new Chuck.
Yeah, good callback.
Right.
Good callback. But it's the movie, you know, the seed of Chucky. And she says, I hope the money stolen from my tour was hidden really well. I'd hate for there to be money laundering and embezzlement, etc. See, when you talking like this, we got to go to court. We got to go to court. We got to audit the books. You can't just put this on my name and we not go figure something out, man. Like, guess who's got this is her again. Guess who's got a brand new case? Oh, wait, no, I don't want to read that one. Actually.
Wait, hold up. Send that to me. Let me see that one.
She joking about Meg Thee Stallion here. Nah,
all right.
Yeah, I don't want to get into that type of stuff.
Okay.
But, yeah, she goes into Jay-Z and certain people in his corporation being pardoned by the president and like just a lot of allegations. Like I said, there might be some truths, but again, back to approach. Got to deal with things in the correct way. But you know what, too? After you've probably amassed so much money and fame, you probably reach a point where you're like, I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, Puff. I mean, see, Puff got me so. I'm over here saying Puff for no reason.
Can't stop thinking about Puff, huh? Can't stop, won't stop.
Stop it.
I know.
Stop it.
You said Puff.
I know. I meant to say Hov.
I know.
Hov wouldn't like that.
I with the Nicki Minaj situation, just to put. Oh, did you see? She posted a picture of an alleged child of Jay-Z.
Yeah, and an alleged DNA test that Hov is supposed to partake in that has been ordained.
Is that a real report?
I'm not gonna lie. The courts, if you go check the courts online, it seems to be legit.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Some people have actually tried this. Long story short, there's a dude out there saying that he's Hov's son. We don't know what the truth is. We never will. That's their business, his business. But she played into that online.
Yes.
You know, and again, she has way more followers than us and way more other following. So to kind of make these allegations, it's definitely eye-opening.
Take it away from Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
All right, but
if you had a very famous, successful, rich, wealthy father who wants nothing to do with you, how do you go about that? How would you go about that?
Nigga, that's my life story.
All right. I knew you. I should have said mother.
My pops is one of the first niggas to bring calling cards from Nigeria to here. No, okay. I'll be serious this time. What's the question?
Fucking crazy. if
that nigga brought calling cards. That nigga thought he was Christopher Columbus with them calling cards.
He was one of the first.
Yeah, he thought he was one of the first.
He had Jamaica Ave lit.
He had it on smash, nigga. He a Queens nigga too. What?
I know. But because shit. You see these stories all the time. Yeah. Like I want to say there's a alleged child, a son, Jamie Foxx. I don't know if
he got one of those floating around too.
I don't know if it's his actual son, but there's a person, there's a man saying, "Yo, Jamie Foxx is my father. I'm fucked up. I'm homeless. I'm struggling. I got a kid. I hid this for a very long time. Yeah. You're my father. You are in a position where you could help. You know you're my father. Help me. Help." Right. That's what he's saying, right? And so, same story with Jay-Z. There's a child, and in both of the cases, the men do have features of Hov and Jamie. There are features there.
I ain't see Jamie's son, but Hov alleged son looked like that nigga looked like his first
young jigger.
Young jigger. He looked like young jigger that used to trap. I ain't gonna lie to you. And this alleged son, he's been campaigning for this for years. His mother has passed away, unfortunately.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I kind of know some of the backstory. Yeah, his mother passed away, and he said one of the last things she told him was that who his actual father was.
Really?
Yeah. And that it would probably implicate him, Hov, in a way that would hurt him. So as to why she probably stayed away completely from it. This dude also has his own kids. So he's past like being a young child of maybe wanting, yo, I need a dad in my life. Give me some child support. This is a grown man at this point.
Yeah, so, for sure. I found the Jamie Foxx clip.
Okay.
I want to play it, and I also want you to see this young man.
Can he sing?
He's not half white, though, so I don't know.
I was about to say. That was my next question.
My dad in 3 years. He never supported my dream.
That ain't.
I always too busy when I come up with ideas, he never. We went and took pictures at the red carpet. That's my last time seeing him. It been like 3 years.
This is allegedly Jamie Foxx's son.
Yeah, my dad don't care nothing about me. He got me out here homeless. Jamie Foxx. Does everybody know him? Yeah, he got me out here like real down bad. And then trying to deny me.
You never saw this video?
This is my first time.
And don't care nothing about my mama. I don't understand, dude. Like, y'all be...
Ain't Jamie's son, nigga.
They look... You don't
I ain't gonna front. The nose looks similar.
There's a resemblance there.
The nose
I'm not putting no baby on no man, but...
Nigga, Jamie Foxx, Rick Fox, that nigga confused. Okay? That man right there is just down and bad. We all been there before, nigga. What is he talking about?
It's just one of those things where it's so far from my reality in so many different levels. I couldn't imagine that being. I don't know, but I can't.
It's tough because
it's tough.
If you
your life is
and people like, again, we taking hope out of the equation, but
yes.
A prominent rich person that has a new family, or not new, the family that his family, right?
Life, yeah.
The family that he's always known, right, quote unquote. I could see it being difficult for that family to take that on.
Yeah.
Right? Especially with so many years have passed and
yeah.
You thought it was just y'all.
This is why I stopped one night stands. No, I'm serious.
You just stopped?
Nah, for a minute. It's been a minute. But like that's why I stopped. Cause I would hate for that to be a thing at some point.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? No, I'm so dead ass, bro. I know it's really extreme.
You know, all you gotta do is use condoms on the one night stand. And you wouldn't have to worry about that. You know? That is, let's put a Jimmy on.
Yo, what university you went to again?
The same one
what university you went to, bro?
The same one you attended and graduated the same year.
The things you be spitting, man. Educated brother. You an educated brother.
You heard him? He acted like there wasn't another fucking option. I mean, you could just use a condom and then continue with the one night stands, but it's fine, yo.
For like the Jamie Foxx and the whole, like, these allegations are just something that really scared me. And I could understand having a one night stand with some shit. Mm-hmm. You know, having a good time. Nice vibe, cool, boom. You go on, have a whole life career. She go on, have a whole life career. And then you end up fulfilling your dream. And now there's a little nigga talking about, that's my daddy. I'm not.
I'd be upset. I'm not. Nigga said I am, but I'm not. I'm not because so much time has passed.
That's like, you 30.
You your daddy now, nigga.
Yeah, who like...
You your own daddy now.
Go... Who the nigga that used to cut your hair? Oh. Like, I know your mom's had a boyfriend.
You know the one, the uncle that used to get you McDonald's, and then they would go inside the room while you ate McDonald's. You know the one.
After 25, if you don't know who your pops is, like you know, right?
Yeah,
like
I know, I know, but I don't know.
But you know who he is. You could, if he was in the lineup, you could say, that's my biological father.
No.
You don't know what he looked like for real?
I seen a picture one time. The nigga tall. You know what? If you put him against some short people, I would know. Okay. He like 6'6".
Okay.
So you put him around some short people, I'm gonna be able to point him out.
Got it.
Yeah.
But hey, damn, my fault, hey. Nah, I thought you.
Yo, my man feeling bad for me in real time.
Oh shit.
You good, bro? Yo, chill, come back.
Nah, cause I thought you knew what the nigga looked like for real.
Couldn't tell you. Couldn't pick it in the lineup.
Word. Nah, we gotta see him. He right in Queens, bro. We not too far. We gotta go do that.
We gonna pull up on boy.
You got mad, like you got a whole gang of friends.
We gonna pull up a boy.
We gonna have to see him
at
least.
See that nigga?
Yeah, we gotta just see him.
Say no more. You gonna jump him? You trying to jump the nigga?
I mean, that's your pops. We can do whatever you want, nigga. Well, I'm just riding out. Like, you want whoop ass? We can whoop ass. You want to talk? We can talk.
All right, but we gonna ride out.
We gotta get to the bottom of that, bro.
We gonna ride out. We gonna ride out.
He's gonna come around once your success starts.
Remember I told you that back in the pandemic, right?
Yeah. He gonna pop up.
That is the last time I attempted to see him.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn. And look, won't life humble you? Things were going so well for us in 2019.
It was.
Here come the pandemic.
Boom.
I'm like, damn.
Boom.
And I had told SaVon at the time, I'm like, yo, I want to go just pull up on this dude real quick because I feel like things are really about to kick up with us, and I don't want this nigga to be the dude with his hand out when I'm riding around in that Lamborghini.
Like LeBron's pops.
Like LeBron pops did. You see how LeBron did him?
Yeah. I really don't know.
Exactly. Exactly. There you go.
Oh, man.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I couldn't even imagine that. Again, Hov, this is maybe one of the things he proves, hey, I'm not your dad. Maybe he does go to court and he's like, the DNA comes back. I'm not your father. And now he puts it in some raps.
I ain't gonna lie, man. B ain't gonna like that. B wouldn't like that. We taking this off Hov, but no, we not. That would be a tough pill to swallow. All allegations right now.
Of course, alleged,
all
hypothetical.
Allegations, all allegations.
Alleged and hypothetical. But
yeah.
if he even is his pops, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how old this gentleman is. I'm going to assume
in his 30s.
Right?
Like, yeah, he's in his 30s.
What do you want now?
The fuck you mean? You just told me I'm about to be 30. You just told me to go find my pops. Now this nigga can't go find his.
Nah. But like, what? Like we here now, right? Yeah. Alleged. Let's say now hypothetically, and again, a very rich man finds out he has a son who he wasn't his son. He didn't claim him. He amassed all his wealth, success, assets, resources. Right? You're an adult. You made it through life, and you're here now. And yes, biologically, we share the same DNA. I can't give you like.
But think about it, SaVon.
I'm foul.
Yeah, nah, not really. Just you need perspective. Imagine how many niggas on Facebook were calling that nigga a liar.
So you get bragging rights?
Yes.
Off the DNA test.
I told y'all.
I'd rather you just not know.
Nah.
Because you still going right back to the trenches.
Y'all been right. Yeah, that's true.
So now you know
but y'all been,
your pops.
But y'all been writing me off as a loony bird for years. That would feel good. Just to have that assurance of, I knew that was a nigga that was dealing with my mother. Like, oh, this shit is true. That alone, so the rest of the world could see that I'm not crazy. Because like you said, the features are there.
So that's what you get.
And hopefully a few million.
See, and that's the problem. That is it right there.
He ain't getting no money.
For what?
He ain't getting no money.
For why?
He ain't getting no money. Nah, a nigga like Ho or a rich person like, they would already be too upset with the whole matter to cash you out.
I would pay his rent for you.
You would?
Yeah.
Just for you?
If again, like I said, this is why I stopped the one night stands in life. Mad long ago. Stop that shit. Wrap it up. Don't be silly. Wrap your willy.
This nigga's crazy.
If I had a son or a daughter, daughter's different. Let's go keep it on son. Yeah. If I had a son 25, 30 years from now and he's like, yo, you my pops, and I was doing really, really well in life, I ain't getting that nigga shit.
What the fuck, SaVon?
I thought about it.
What the fuck?
Because you had 30 years to figure it out.
Nah.
Like, I'm going to look at my life. My pops, he was there, thankfully. Shout out to my dad.
Yeah.
He was there. Yeah. But he ain't leave me no motherfucking fortune, no wealth.
Just true.
I had to get it. So
you don't believe in...
You go get it.
You don't believe somebody should back pay the child support?
Not at 35. Hold
Not at 35.
You got a kid.
Yeah, he do got a kid.
Like, y'all, these is grown men.
Then you gonna make me a grandfather, nigga? You gonna
put that on me?
You gonna pop up and make me a grandfather now, nigga? I've been fly all the time, nigga. All I got is kids right now. Like, okay.
And you know what? I'm not gonna.
Don't say it. Don't do it. Don't.
You know where I'm going?
What you going?
I ain't gonna say it.
I knew you was going.
What else we got, man?
We ain't got nothing else.
Yes, we do, bro. But you know what? It's been a good. It's been a good episode.
What else we got?
No, we just want to talk about Young Thug really quick.
We should do that.
We ain't gotta stay there.
We should do that.
I just want to intro the Young Thug thing by saying he acknowledged Wale as being one of the greatest rappers ever.
He did.
Shout out to Young Thug, because I feel like Wale's peers don't do that enough.
They don't.
The peers that matter, at least. Young Thug is one of those peers that really, really matter. So hopefully Wale feels appreciated. We all know that Wale has been slighted, rightfully so, to feel that way at least. Especially coming off the whole Kai Cenat thing, right? Like, that type of shit can fuck with your confidence as an artist, as an introvert, as somebody who has been open and honest about anxiety and some of those things. So to have one of your peers just randomly say, or at least it appeared to be random on Twitter, like, yo, he is one of them ones. He is a GOAT. That warmed my heart to see Young Thug do that, because
it did.
You also don't even associate, or there's no affiliation, in my opinion, there.
And Young Thug is someone the kids listen to. right? We speak about Casanat. Casanat's a huge fan of the guys like Future, Young Thug, Drake, etc.
Yeah.
So to see kids have their greats talk about people that we love. So like a Casanat, not knowing Wale, he probably see a Young Thug say, yo, Wale's a great. He starts to look at it differently. Like, I truly appreciate that. Real talk. Shout out to Young Thug. And not for nothing, Thug was around for that era.
Yeah. Nah, for sure.
Thug was
there's
around.
there's overlap in their career when they was both hot, when they was both popping. So
Yes.
to see that cosign or just a shout out, just to show the love to somebody like a Wale from a Young Thug,
Super dope.
that means a lot, man.
Yeah. Now, we are reading this, excuse me, guys, from the desk of Young Thug on Twitter. And he says, quote, if you a rapper and you a rat, you just got to go gospel, twin.
Turning to Kirk Franklin.
Now, let's break this down real quick. He's probably subbing at a Gunna, right?
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
I can see that.
We all know that Gunna and Young Thug were both a part of the Young Thug trial. Gunna ended up taking an Alford plea deal, which means that he was able to leave a bit earlier. He didn't have to testify against Young Thug, but just logistics from the outside looking in. SaVon, what if I told you right now? Because you know it was like two sides against each other in Atlanta, right? It was Young Thug side versus YFN Lucci side, right? What if I told you Thug, Lil Baby, has shown more love to Lucci than Gunna? Because I guess in their eyes, they felt like, you know what, nobody told about anything, no one took anything, and we dealt with it in the streets. And now we're both released from it. Now, back to what Young Thug tweeted about having to go do gospel music after you allegedly rat. Another thing I feel indifferent about, solely because I can't speak to the emotion or the connection or just the friendship he had with Gunna. I think that's something that us fans don't really talk about enough, right? Like, it's easy for us to say, yo, grow up, fuck snitching, right? I get it. But when it's somebody that you helped put on, when it's somebody that who has become successful partly because of you, and probably somebody you love, your decision-making into how you dealt with something we were involved in together is probably a bit skewed, right? So for me personally, like, this is always a very indifferent topic for me. I will say this, though. Thug, you my man. We waiting on the slap. We waiting on the slap because Gunna ain't have to go to gospel to put some slaps out. I love Dumb and Dumber. I ain't gonna front. I love Maybach truck. What the fuck?
Can he even do it?
I think I have faith.
I don't think he can.
I'm waiting for the project.
I'm
waiting for the project.
I think he probably could make a good song, but he was like lightning in a bottle when he was kind of in that run, in that bag. So yeah, I don't know if he can. And also the content, he can no longer talk about some of the things that made him who he is.
But he has though in the new songs.
Yeah.
He's just done it in it. Yeah, like on one of the verses he says some shit like, I got jammed up. No, I don't want to tell people to spin for me. Just something like that. Where it's like you're not completely implicating yourself or getting in trouble again, but you're speaking around it. He does a lot of that now in the newer songs. He speaks around it.
Only so much that you can speak around.
Yeah,
when that was your bread and butter.
Yeah,
right.
Facts,
that is almost like telling a gospel artist not to sing or make music about
God.
Yeah, like literally, like that's just what it is. So I don't know. He's pretty limited in what he could probably do creatively, and like
he probably doesn't feel that way if he feels like the people that ratted should go do gospel, right?
No, for sure. He probably doesn't.
Yeah.
But I can't imagine, like, what he can't use all of the language, the barter, the slime, all of the shit. Like, he can't do none of that.
None of that shit.
Maybe that's probably why the music isn't out yet, because he got to figure out a workaround. And then also, you got to send it through different channels to even get approved. You probably sending every song you make to a lawyer. Hey, man, run this through the AI chat GPT. Can I put this out and not go back to jail? Like, what am I doing? I don't want to.
What can I say?
What can I say? You probably don't even know. So, that's interesting right there. But to the Nicki Minaj point, is like, why are you doing this on Twitter?
And to what I said earlier about Drake, I guess this is like a full circle moment.
Full circle.
Dog, I don't need you to be on a revenge tour. Leave it alone, right? You say you done with him, cool. Let him do what he doing. You do what you doing because it don't do nothing for us as fans. Especially for niggas that wasn't in the field with y'all. Especially for niggas that didn't take the stand, which wasn't in the court. You know what I'm saying? We don't feel the same things you feel, right? So, again, if I'm him, man, just leave it. Should work out, though. That could work out. If you start working out,
maybe
he might get it back. Yeah.
And you can't even really stand on it. You can only subliminally diss.
Yeah, facts.
You can't stand on it because, again, you don't even know what you can and can't say. So,
right.
Very, very tricky situation for Mr. Thug.
Yeah, man.
For Mr. Thug.
Mr. Thug. Listen, we want music from the both of you guys, right? I enjoy music from Gunna and Thugger.
For sure.
I'll be honest, I'm curious to see Gunna's new approach, if he has one at all. As of late, it's been like more darker music. Or he'll make music for the baddies. Who? Gunna.
Oh, Gunna, yeah.
There's no in between.
Yeah.
Like it's either dark and like dope or super something for the ladies. So
yeah. He's actually in that whole vibey phase.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot different than Travis Scott, but they're both saying a lot of nothing and making it sound good.
Yo, that's
what it is. It's very, you know, they flaunt,
it be sounding
flashy.
Good, but it'd be a lot of nothing.
Yeah.
It'd be good though. It'd be good nothing.
Nah, for sure. It'd be good nothing and it's bad nothing.
Yeah.
Like Travis is bad nothing for a long time.
Oh my God.
Gunna's good nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Getting the shit off. Yeah.
I would agree with that. Yeah, Alex, this has been fun.
Yeah. OD.
It's been great.
Yeah,
this has been fun, man.
Yeah,
We've been fucking working at an insane rate. Shout out to anybody who's been rocking with us too. I know we dropped some shit. The Diddy verdict when it happened with Eden. Shout out to Eden. Word. And shout out to everybody who's just been tapping in with us too.
Yeah, man.
The Nyla Simones, the Yazzies.
Yep.
Right. Rainey pulled up. Like we still, you know, tinkering this thing, altering some things.
Figuring it out.
But we appreciate y'all rocking with us. The numbers look amazing still. Numbers are really good.
Still.
Especially over there on audio.
Yeah. Salute to all the audio listeners. Salute to the silent supporters.
Silent.
Hello.
Shout them out.
Yo, no, big shout out to the silent.
Big shout out.
Nah, they be killing shit.
Nah, they do.
The silent supporters?
They do.
What?
They do.
They get up on their phone and get silent? Ooh wee. When they get up in their phone and get silent and stream us? Oh man. Salute to y'all.
That's your shit, huh?
Oh man.
I know.
Them motherfuckers is killing.
They are. But
Salute
yeah,
to
thank y'all
y'all,
for rocking with us, man. Yeah. It's been fun. We got a lot of dope shit still coming y'all way.
Facts.
Please let us know who y'all want to see on the part 2.
Leave it in the comments.
Leave it in the comments. We did have Frankie with us today.
Frankie, what up?
Alex, myself, Frankie caked up over there.
Stop talking about our in-house alien like that.
Hey, man.
This has been a Need to Know podcast. What you need to know when you need to know. What you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And we will see you next week, man. Gang.